Snipers, welcome to the Warfield Protocol. Look at the screen. This is not just a fantasy prediction. This is a military operation. To crack the Australia versus Zimbabwe code, we are executing a 12-module deep scan. We start with Phase 1, the recon. We don't just guess the pitch. We analyze the soil mechanics and weather radar. Then we move to Phase 2, the deployment. We map out the positional DNA of every batter, from the openers to the tail. In Phase 3, we inspect the weaponry. We separate the glass cannons from the technical assassins using the Trinity data. And finally, Phase 4, the execution. This is where we apply the jumbo arsenal and the flex rule to protect your investment. 12 modules. 1 objective. Total domination. Let's initiate. Module 1. Target acquired. Premadasa Stadium, Colombo. First, check the weather radar. It is 11 a.m. The temperature is blazing at 31 degrees. Why does this matter? Because the dew factor is low. This is a day match. Sniper. The sun is going to bake that surface dry. Look at the match context. Australia and Zimbabwe are both coming in with wins. But the conditions favor the brave. The Snipers. Verdict is clear. If you win the toss, you bat first. The pitch will get sluggish. It will grip. It will turn. Put the runs on the board. And let the dust choke the chase. Now, we inspect the soldiers. This is squad intelligence. On the left, you have the Australian juggernaut in blue. On the right, the Zimbabwean resistance in pink. Sniper, stop looking at the names. Look at the structure. We have declassified the roster into 3 military units. Pure batters, all-rounders, and pure bowlers. Focus your eyes on Section B, the all-rounders. For Australia, Marsh, Green, Maxwell. For Zimbabwe, Sikandar Raza, Brian Bennett. Why does this matter? Because in the Jumbo app, Section B is where you win the war. These are the assets that give you double points. Section A and Section C are specialists. But Section B, that is the engine room. We have the list. Now, let's see how they performed in the past. Initiate reconnaissance mission. Let's look at the recent evidence. First, scan Australia. They put up 182. Looks strong, right? But look closer at the names. Travis Head. Failed. Maxwell. Failed. Who saved the ship? Marcus Stoinis and Matt Renshaw. The middle order did the heavy lifting. And with the ball, it was the Adam Zampa show. 4 wickets. He is the primary weapon. Now, shift to Zimbabwe. They chased down a low total against Oman. Why was it low? Because their pace attack is lethal. Ngarava, Musarabani, Brad Evans. They took 9 wickets combined. The takeaway is critical. Australia is winning with spin, Zampa. Zimbabwe is fighting with pace. Keep this pattern in mind. Now, let's check the battlefield dimensions. Sniper, enter the geometry of war. Look at the Premadasa Stadium. The dimensions are not equal. The square boundaries are short, just 60 meters. This is the kill zone. Right-handed batters like Stoinis and Maxwell will target this area with pull shots. It's an easy 6. But look at the straight boundaries. 80 meters. That is the danger zone. Lofted drives down the ground will get caught. Now, analyze the soil mechanics. The surface is abrasive and sluggish. High turn. Low bounce. With 70% humidity, the air is thick, and the ball will grip the surface. The verdict. History says, chase preferred, with a 60% win rate. But Australia just defended 182 here. If you score 160 plus and have elite spinners, the soil fights for you. Sniper. We asked the question, who owns this arena? Look at the gold box. The stadium MVP is undoubtedly Adam Zampa. Why? Because this pitch is a spinner's chessboard. Zampa forces batters to hit against the turn towards the long boundary. It is a death trap. Now, look at the specialists. Marcus Stoinis. He understands the geometry. He targets that short 60-meter square boundary with crossbat slogs. Sikandar Raza. He uses the sweep shot to neutralize the long straight boundaries. And don't ignore Nathan Ellis. His back-of-the-hand slower balls grip the surface just like a spinner. The commando verdict is absolute. This is a bowling-friendly warfield. Captain a spinner. If you load up on pure express pace today, you are building a losing team. Now, let's dissect the lineup slot by slot. Sniper. Enter the positional DNA. We don't just pick players. We audit the slot they bat in. Look at position 1, the opener. The data shows high risk. The ball swings and stops. This brings us to a hard decision. Travis Head is a drop. Yes, he is a superstar. But on this sluggish surface, his hand speed is neutralized. It's a trap. Instead, look at Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe. He plays late. He is the safer lock. Move to position 2, the partner. This is the accumulator role. Josh Inglis is your man here. He reads spin better than anyone. He is a vice-captain material. Position 3 and 4, the anchor and the spine. This is where the game is won. Mitchell Marsh offers stability at 3. And at 4, Glenn Maxwell. Even if he fails with the bat, he bowls off spin on this turning track. He is a mandatory lock. Now, let's check the finishers in the next slide. Sniper. Look at position 5. This is the gold mine. On this tough wicket, the top order often collapses. That means position 5 batters face maximum balls and bowl overs. Marcus Stoinis and Sikandar Raza. Do not just pick them. Captain them. Raza gives you 4 overs of spin. Stoinis targets the short boundary. They are the engine room of your fantasy team. Now, a warning at position 6. Tim David. The data says drop. Why? He comes in late against the old softball. It is impossible to hit boundaries from ball 1 on this surface. It is a trap. Position 7. The value picks. Look at Ryan Burrell and Cooper Connolly. Don't pick them for batting. Pick them because they bowl spin. On a turning track, they are hidden gems who can steal cheap wickets. The sniper's order is final. Avoid the openers. Load up on the all-rounders in slot 5. Now, let's switch to the bowling matrix and see why pace is dangerous. Sniper. Enter the kill zone. The world thinks Colombo is a spin paradise. But look at the hard data on the left. Pacers take 53% of the wickets. If you ignore the fast bowlers, you lose. It is that simple. But here is the secret. Not all speed works here. Look at Category 1, Express Pace. The data shows no active guns. High speed just travels faster to the boundary. The real money is in Category 2, RAFM, the hit-the-deck bowlers. 28 wickets in the first innings. Who fits this profile? Nathan Ellis and Blessing Musirabani. Ellis bowls death overs with cutters. Musirabani uses his height for awkward bounce. They are gold mines. And for the power play? Look at Category 5, left arm fast medium. Richard Ngarava. The angle creates swing early on. He is a lock for the new ball. So the order is clear. Load the cutters and angle bowlers. Now, let's switch to the weapon that ends the war. The spin web. Sniper, kill the pace. Activate the spin web. This is where the match is decided. Look at the right arm leg break category. Adam Zampa. He is not just a bowler. He is the apex predator of this venue. The data confirms 24 wickets in the second innings alone. The ball grips, turns, and finds the edge. He is a non-negotiable lock. Next, the offbreakers. Sikandar Raza and Glenn Maxwell. They are listed as attacking. Why? Because the pitch gets slower, and their variations become deadly. Raza is genuine captain material here. But watch out for the kill zone matchup. Adam Zampa versus Sikandar Raza. The data says Raza averages just 18 against leg spin. Zampa's googly is a trap waiting to happen. The sniper's command is specific. If Australia bowls first, Captain Nathan Ellis for death wickets. But if Australia bowls second, Captain Adam Zampa. He will run through the lineup. Sniper. Deploy the heavy artillery. Australia has 5 all-rounders, but you cannot pick them all. Let's filter the signal from the noise. Target number 1. Glenn Maxwell. The data verdict is, must have. Why? It's not just his batting. His off-spin is the key weapon against Zimbabwe's left-handers. On this gripping surface, he is pure gold. Target number 2. Marcus Stoinis. He is your safe vice-captain. While others struggle with the slow pitch, Stoinis uses brute force to clear the ropes. He is match-proof. Now, the warnings. Mitchell Marsh is returning from injury. Treat him as a batting-only asset. Do not expect wickets. Cameron Green. The pitch is too low for his bounce. He is a Grand League punt, high risk. But the hidden gem? Cooper Connolly. He bowls left-arm spin. In Colombo, that is a wicket-taking machine. If he plays, he is your differential pick to beat the competition. Now, let's check the Zimbabwe Warriors. Sniper. Shift focus to the Zimbabwe Warriors. Target number 1. Sikandar Raza. He is the oxygen of this team. He bats at 5, he bowls 4 overs of mystery spin, and he fields in the hotspots. The verdict is absolute. Universal captain. Do not overthink this. If Raza fails, your fantasy team dies. Target number 2. Brian Bennett. He is the rising star. Last match, he opened the batting and bowled spin. That is the definition of double fantasy points. He is a must-have. Target number 3, Brad Evans. If Zimbabwe bowls first, he is a lock. He operates in the death overs. He buys wickets with cheap slower balls. But be careful with Ryan Burrell. The data flags him as a trap. High risk, high reward. Only use him if you are desperate for a differential. Commando final orders. Lock the core 5, Raza, Maxwell, Bennett, Stoinis, and Evans. And for the credit saver? Take the rookie, Cooper Connolly. Sniper. The squad is set. Now, let's move to the Trinity scan. Sniper. Anyone can give you an opinion, but EJ Sniper gives you proof. Let's audit the Trinity data for Australia. Exhibit A, Glenn Maxwell. Look at the venue stats. He averages 48.6 in Sri Lanka. He is not just guessing. He owns this island. The data confirms he is the first innings monster. If Australia bats first, he is unstoppable. Exhibit B, Marcus Stoinis. We call him the venue bully. Why? Because his average is 42.2 here. His brute strength overpowers the slow pitch. He is the safest vice-captain on the board. But now, a red flag. Look at Mitchell Marsh. His average in Sri Lanka drops to 18.5. The data is screaming risk. He struggles against spin on slow tracks. Do not trust the name, trust the numbers. And finally, the mystery asset, Cooper Connolly. Zero history against Zimbabwe. But his left-arm spin is the #1 weapon in Colombo. He is your secret weapon. Data validated. Now, let's cross-examine Zimbabwe. Sniper. Shift your scope to the Zimbabwe data vault. Target 1, Sikandar Raza. The data inference calls him the king of Colombo. Why? Look at the venue status, LPL veteran. He plays in the Lanka Premier League. He knows every crack on this pitch. With a batting average of 34 and an economy of 6.5, he is the universal boss of this arena. Target 2, Brian Bennett. We call him the rising star. A strike rate of 145? In Colombo, that is rare gold. He scored 48 not out in the last match. If Zimbabwe bats first, he is a mandatory pick. Target 3, Brad Evans. Pay attention to the first innings bowler tag. He takes 70% of his wickets in the first innings. The rule is simple. If Zimbabwe bowls first, lock him. If they bowl second, drop him. And finally, the trap. Ryan Burrell. He has history against Australia, but his recent usage is volatile. The data flags him as high risk. Only touch him if you need a miracle. The Trinity verdict is sealed. Raza is the chase king. Evans is the first innings god. Now, let's move to the batting focus and separate the glass cannons from the assassins. Sniper. Enter the batting vault. This is where we separate the noise from the signal. Target 1, Travis Head. The world sees a superstar. The sniper sees a glass cannon. Look at the venue truth. He averages just 18 in Sri Lanka. Why? Physics link. He relies on pace. On this sluggish, stopping pitch, his hard hands lead to mistimed catches. It is a bold call, but the order is, drop. He is too volatile for a safe team. Target 2, Josh Inglis. He is the antidote. We call him the technical assassin. He plays 360 degrees. His sweeps and reverse sweeps neutralize the low bounce. With a venue average of 37, he is not just a pick. He is a vice-captain option. Target 3, Matt Renshaw. He is the safety net. If the top order collapses, Renshaw anchors the ship. He is boring, but he brings guaranteed points. And finally, Tim David. The verdict is the gamble. He comes in when the ball is old and soft. Generating power on this dead track is nearly impossible. Unless Australia bats first, drop him. Australia is decoded. Now, let's open the vault for the Zimbabwean resistance. Sniper. Shift scope to the Zimbabwean resistance. Target 1, Brendan Taylor. The data calls him the veteran. If he passes the fitness test, he is an automatic lock. Why? Because on a turning track, experience is everything. He uses his feet, finds the gaps, and anchors the innings. He is the safest pick in pink. But now, look at Target 2, Tadawanash Maramani. The sniper verdict is harsh. The walking wicket. Here is the physics check. He is a left-hander. Australia will open the bowling with Glenn Maxwell, off spin. It is a tactical nightmare. The ball turns away, finds the edge, and he is gone. Drop him immediately. Target 3, Dion Myers. We label him the filler. No power game. No venue history. He is dead weight. Do not waste a precious fantasy slot here. The sniper. Summary is clear. Stick to the elites like Taylor. Ignore the rookies. Now, let's enter the final chamber. The bowling vault. Sniper. Bring out the artillery. Target 1. Adam Zampa. The sniper verdict calls him the Emperor. Look at the physics link. It is a perfect match. The gripping surface makes his slider and googly indistinguishable. The order. If Australia bowls second, he is your captain. He will destroy the chase. Target 2. Nathan Ellis. We call him the Death Reaper. Why? Because of his back-of-the-hand slower ball. On this pitch, it stops in the air and forces the batter to mistime the shot. The order. If Australia bowls first, lock him. He will pick up 3 cheap wickets in the final overs. Target 3. Matthew Kunman. He is the Strangler. He won't take 5 wickets, but he will give you guaranteed economy points. Good for head-to-head. As for Xavier Bartlett, the data says, risky. If there is no early swing, he becomes cannon fodder. Stick to the specialists. Summary. Zampa for the turn. Ellis for the death. Now, let's finish the scan with the Zimbabwe bowling unit. Sniper. Shift your sights to the Zimbabwean artillery. Target 1. Richard Ngarava. We call him the Lone Warrior. This is a physics matchup. As a left-arm pacer, he creates the elite angle that troubles right-handers. The order. If Zimbabwe bowls first, he is a lock. He is your best bet to knock over the Australian openers in the power play. Target 2. Blessing Musarabani. He is the Tower. He hits the deck hard, but on this slow pitch, the ball sits up to be hit. He is a rotation pick, not a priority. Now, the avoid list. Wellington Masakadza. The data shows a dry spell. He is defensive. In fantasy, defense gets you 0 points. Drop him. Tino Tenda Maposa. An unknown entity. Never bring a rookie to a war zone. Sniper's final summary. You need 3 bowlers to win this war. Nathan Ellis for the death. Richard Ngarava for the new ball. And Adam Zampa for the kill. The squad is locked. Now, let's execute the matchup matrix. Sniper. Individual stats are useless if the matchup is deadly. Look at Sector 1. The power play. This is the kill box. Travis Head versus Richard Ngarava. The data shows 2 dismissals in just 15 balls. Ngarava swings the ball back into the left-hander. Head's hard hands create the edge. This confirms our order. The red zone. It is too risky. But look at the escape route. Josh Inglis versus Musarabani. Inglis loves the pace. He dominates this battle. He is safe. Sector 2. The middle overs. It's an ego battle. Maxwell versus Sikandar Raza. Maxwell will try to reverse sweep Raza. It's high risk, high reward. We call it a 50-50 coin toss. Stoinis versus Masakadza. Stoinis struggles here. The slow left-arm spin chokes him. Do not captain him if Masakadza is bowling. Sector 3. The death. Tim David versus Ngarava. It is a mismatch. Ngarava's wide Yorkers neutralize David's power. The takeaway. Ngarava is the threat. If he bowls, hide your left-handers. Now, let's flip the board. Zimbabwe batters versus Australia bowlers. Sniper. Flip the board. Now we see the victims. Sector 1. The power play trap. Look at Marimani versus Glenn Maxwell. We call this the walking wicket. Marimani is a left-hander. Maxwell is an off-spinner. The ball turns away from the bat. The data shows a dismissal every 6 balls. If Marimani opens, he is walking into a minefield. Drop him. Sector 2. The middle overs clash. Sikandar Raza versus Adam Zampa. This is the kill zone. Everyone trusts Raza. But the sniper data warns you, Zampa owns him. Raza averages just 18 against leg spin on turning tracks. The googly is the assassin here. Sector 3. The death match. Ryan Burrell versus Nathan Ellis. Verdict. Game over. Burrell tries to swing hard. Ellis bowls 90% slower balls. The result. A skied catch to long on. The sniper's cheat sheet. Maxwell kills the openers. Zampa kills the captain, Raza. Ellis kills the tail. You have the data. Now, let's enter the war room and simulate the game scenarios. Sniper. Initiate Scenario Alpha. This is the most likely timeline. Australia bats first. Act 1. The setup. Watch the power play. The morning humidity helps Ngarava swing the new ball. The result? Travis Head is bowled for single digits. We warned you. But the ship stabilizes. Inglis uses the pace to score boundaries. By the death overs, Marcus Stoinis uses brute force to power the score to a fighting 178. Act 2, the trap. Now, Zimbabwe chases. The sun has baked the pitch. It becomes a spin minefield. Maxwell opens the bowling and removes Marimani instantly. Then, the apex predator arrives. Adam Zampa. The ball grips and turns. Raza is trapped LBW. The middle order crumbles under pressure. The simulation verdict is clear. Australia wins by 45 runs. It is a clinical defense led by spin and cutters. Now, let's look at the alternative timeline. Scenario Bravo. Zimbabwe bats first. Sniper. Now engage Scenario Bravo. What happens if Zimbabwe bats first? Act 1. The struggle. Zimbabwe tries to attack, but the Australian pacers strike. Bartlett and Ellis get early swing. Marimani edges to slips immediately. By the middle overs, Adam Zampa applies the chokehold. Raza fights alone, but runs out of partners. In the death overs, Ellis unleashes his slower balls. The stumps go flying. Final score, a below par 138. Act 2, the cruise control. Australia walks out to chase a small total. But watch closely. Even in a small chase, Travis Head fails again. Ngarava gets him early. This proves the red zone theory is permanent. Act 3, the finish. No panic. Josh Inglis and Mitchell Marsh simply rotate the strike. No big risks needed. Stoinis muscles a few short balls to the boundary. The simulation verdict. Australia wins by 7 wickets with 3 overs to spare. A boring, professional win. The war game is over. We have the data. We have the scenarios. Now, let's sign the death warrant with the final fantasy verdict. Sniper. Enough theory. This is the jumbo arsenal. On the left, the safe 7. These players are your insurance policy. Zampa, Raza, Ellis, Inglis, Maxwell, Ngarava, and Stoinis. They guarantee you 40+ points each. If you leave even one of them out, you are playing with fire. Now, look at the right. The flush list. These are the traps. Travis Head, Marimani, Tim David. The data says, flush them. They are negative point risks. Do not let their big names fool you. And finally, the GL glitch at the bottom. Look for the stump hunters. Zampa, Ellis, and Ngarava. Why them? Because they target the stumps. In fantasy, an LBW or bold gives you +8 bonus points. These 3 are your ticket to the mega contest win. You have the weapons. Now, let's reveal the final combat squads. Final strike. Snipers, here are your combat squads for today's mission. Team 1, the Shield. This is for the safe players. We've avoided the opener's trap and loaded the bowling. Adam Zampa is our captain. He's a point machine on this track. Team 2, the Sword. This is for the risk takers. We are targeting the middle and death overs. Sikandar Raza takes the lead as captain. If he fires, your rank will explode. Team 3, the Sniper. Our Grand League special. We are predicting a major collapse here. We've gone heavy on bowling with Nathan Ellis as captain. Final mission briefing. If Australia bowls first, switch to Ellis. If they bowl second, Zampa is your king. Data is locked. Teams are set. Go out there and dominate. This is EJ Sniper, signing off. Catch you in the next one. Final debrief. Snipers. Before you head into the field, let's go over the operational guidelines. This entire presentation is a data-driven forecast generated by EJ Sniper AI, a part of the world of EJ, just everything. Our goal is to provide deep-dive predictions fueled by our absolute passion for the game of cricket. However, data has its limits. While our AI scans are intensive, minor errors or statistical variances are always possible in a game as dynamic as cricket. Please remember, this analysis is for educational and strategic insights only. The golden rule: the battlefield changes the moment the coin is flipped. Always check the live squads immediately after the toss to verify player availability and final roles. We provide the intelligence, but you make the final call. Fantasy sports involve financial risk. Stay smart, stay analytical, and always play responsibly. Target identified. Data locked. This is EJ Sniper AI, signing off. Mission accomplished.